Hello, I am Sarah Wismann, and the book I chose is called Educating Esme. I chose this book because I'm going to be a first-year teacher one day, and I wanted to know what it felt like to be a first-year teacher from somebody else's perspective. This book is about a woman named Esme who prefers to be called Madam Esme, which is a conflict area between her and the principal. He doesn't think it's appropriate, and they fight about it a lot, and she told him that she was going to respond to Madam Esme, so he better get used to it. She's at a brand new school, and the principal relies on her a lot for help, which brings her down, and she thinks she's gonna get fired some of the time and not retained because of her attitude towards him, because she tells them like it is a lot of the time. Like, for example, one time she paid him back because he would call her late at night all the time, and she set her alarm for 3 a.m. after ignoring his late phone call, and got up at 3 a.m. and called him back, and she said she figured it must be important since he called her so late. And she said that he never called her that late again. She has a lot of struggles and some triumphs in this because she works with inner city kids, so they have a lot of issues at home, and there's gang violence and stuff. At one point in time, she's scared that one of her students might bring in a gun to school or something, which is a very real fear, because they could have. She said, you're scared of what's unknown, what you don't know about, and she didn't know about that. She got her teaching method partly from Esme, who was her mentor. She student taught with her, and Esme told her to act like you were on stage all the time, and that was how you should teach. So she tried to incorporate this in her teaching style. She had a classroom filled with artwork and different things, like she made a time machine for reading time. She had a library. She had a special box for prizes if they answered a question that she felt was tough, right? And stuff. Yeah, the other teachers told her that it was overstimulating for the children, but the children loved it. I liked that she was consistent with her punishment, and she felt the consistency worked. One time a student kept giving her problems, so she made him teach all day, and she didn't have as much problems with him after that because he realized how hard she worked and stuff. And she helped the children without letting them know that it was them who needed help, because she did stuff like have them make alphabet stuff for the kindergarteners because they needed to improve on stuff, but she didn't want them to get discouraged, and to let them know that it was for them and not the kindergarteners. And she had journals for her students, and she said she wasn't going to read some of it, but she did. She just didn't tell them because she kind of wanted to know about their lives. And she talked to several parents, and their response was always usually, well, we'll beat them when we get home, or they haven't had their dose of spanking, so they're gonna get caught up on that. And one time she even had to let children stay overnight with her because their mom was going to go get a restraining order against their dad, which she was scared that she was going to get in trouble for it, but they never found out, so she didn't. I hope you enjoyed this video about Educating Esme. It's a really good book, and I encourage everybody to go and read it. Teachers, parents, anybody.